beautiful people. I am Jessica, and this month we are talking about a very serious topic, which is mental health. It is very important, and we have some great picks here for you to be able to connect emotionally and mentally with some of these books.
I'm Susan, and we have some great books. We also have some not so great books that we're looking forward to telling you about. Jessica, you want to go first?
Sure. So this first pick right here is my favorite. It's actually personal. I've read this when I was in 6th grade myself.
Yep.
Tiger Eyes by Judy Blume, and it takes place around Davy's life after her father is killed tragically. And it goes through every part of the stage of grief.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And how just because you're a kid doesn't mean you don't go through those stages as well. And then I have Eliza and Her Monsters. Now, I was Eliza in school. So I really personally connected with that one. This one also goes over the new fad of webcomics with monstrosity seas. And also it talks about how to reconnect with your parents when they may not be so interested in your interests.
Gotcha.
It also talks about select mutism, social anxiety, which I even have. But it also goes over consent and how to rebuild trust after that is broken in a way.
There's a lot going on in that one.
Very much. And it's got pictures drawn into it.
Oh, nice.
And
yeah.
some of the text is in email and text messages.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like books that have the different
The multi,
forms
yes.
And, yeah, that's really great.
Mm-hmm. So, my least favorite, however, is Before We Go Extinct. So, this is about suicide. A very, very serious topic. And while it was a great baseline, she did not exactly do it in a positive way. Sharky has lost his best friend to suicide, and now his mother has to leave for a work trip. Now, where he goes is to spend time with his father, who he barely knows. Mm. It's a lot to unpack in one little book. Now, the thing is, they don't really go over that topic. It's very hard to reconnect with your parents if you've been separated for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Then, well, I'm going to spoil it.
Go for it.
Sharky's best friend kills himself because he's gay. Mm. And that's just not right to me.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. They never really solve the issue of Sharky and his father being estranged, and it just very all over the place and doesn't really connect very well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when you're talking about mental health, yeah, you've got to be able to make that connection.
And have some resolution at the end.
That's tough. So I also had 2 books that I loved, and then one that I did not. The Darius the Great is Not Okay, and Darius the Great Deserves Better. I cannot say enough good things about these 2 books. I love them so much. Darius the Great is just a fantastic character. He is just kind of a typical teen, kind of looking for his place in the world. He does have clinical depression. Mm-hmm. So does his dad. And oddly enough, because of that, they're very disconnected. Kind of their only link that they have is they watch Star Trek, an episode of Star Trek nightly, which is really fun. It's fun to see that connection. So the family goes to Iran for the first time to see his grandparents before his grandfather passes away. And while he's there, he learns that in Iran, mental health is not something that's really discussed or understood. So he deals with some of that. He makes really good friends with the kid next door. And that friendship changes everything for Darius. The connection with his grandparents changes everything. I love the way that the depression is described. It's not a burden. It's a part of Darius. It's a part of who he is. And his family accepts it. His family in Iran is not so much, but his immediate family is accepting of it. Darius the Great Deserves Better. I'm not going to spoil it because there's some really great stuff that happens in there, but their family is back in America. His father, Darius and his father have a much better relationship. They are very well connected, very close. Darius has, small spoiler, has come out of the closet and has a boyfriend. He's on the soccer team. He has the dream job that he's always wanted. But something's still not right. And he can't quite get that last little piece. So I don't want to spoil it, but it's just such a beautiful book. They both are. Darius is such a great character. He's somebody that I know that I would have been friends with in high school. At least I hope I would have. I hope that he would have been friends with me. I should say that. So I love those books. I did not love Verona Comics. I wanted very badly to love that book, but I did not at all. It is about Ridley, who is the son of the biggest comic book store chain owner in the country, and Jubilee, who is the daughter of an indie comic book store owner. Ridley has severe depression and anxiety. Jubilee is a accomplished cellist and has huge dreams for playing the cello in the future. They have a predictably calamitous path to getting together, which I don't have a problem with. I love that kind of thing. But once they finally get together, their relationship becomes so toxic that it made me physically angry at this book. Ridley expects Jubilee to fix him, and Jubilee just falls into that role and forgets herself. She loses herself. This is not what a healthy relationship with mental health looks like.
Correct.
You can have a healthy relationship when one or both of the people involved have mental health issues.
Definitely.
It is possible. It is possible as a teenager. Mm-hmm. This is not how to do that.
Nope.
And it was very frustrating to me. So because mental health is such a hugely sensitive topic, we do have some great resources for you. Youth.gov has a healthy and unhealthy relationship comparison. If you think that you might be in an unhealthy or a toxic relationship, we strongly encourage you to take a look at this and see what you can do to help yourself make that relationship better or get out of it completely. And then we also, in the blog post and in the notes down at the bottom, we do have some links for other things.
Yes.
We have the National Alliance on Mental Health, which is NAMI.org. There is a children and teens section. And there's also some information on how to help a friend and taking charge of your own mental health. The Virginia Department of Health has a great website, VDH.virginia.gov, that has mental health resources. There is a warm line, which is, I thought that was a great...
Yeah, it's a great little...
Yeah, it's not a crisis line. It's just somebody to help you kind of get through day-to-day things. Allow you to vent, find some local resources, and then... definitely, do you want to do this last one?
Yes.
This is a big one.
This is the very big one, which is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. They are confidential. You can call them up, talk to them, and they'll help you through your crisis moment. It does not matter what time you call when you need them. And they will pick up. They will always pick up. And remember, you can also come here if you need more resources or just want to learn more about mental health. We have plenty of books covering it all.
And we do have places here in the teen area, so that tells you some difficult topics so that you don't even have to ask. You can just look at the sign and it'll tell you where you can find those resources without even having to ask.
Yes.
We do hope that this helps and helps you realize that mental health is not something to shy away from.
Yeah.
It's an important topic, especially for teenagers.
Yes. Your not just your physical health, but your mental health is always important.
Absolutely. So we hope you enjoy these books and maybe not the ones that we didn't like.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.